Hey everyone, I'm Alan, and this is Elias.
Hi!
Elias is from the Elias Thompson Show. Tell us about Elias Thompson Show.
The Elias Thompson Show is my very creative name for a show I do, Elias Thompson, on YouTube. It's kind of a geeky themed variety show. I do a few segments on it. I do this sort of blog hosting thing, comedy sketch, news segment, and then various sketches like talking to people at conventions or gaming or interviews.
Elias and I are currently at VidCon.
Yeah!
VidCon!
Yeah!
We are currently in our hotel room that is kind of messy because we just don't care.
And we're not alone in this.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not alone in living here. One thing about Elias and I is that we are really big Legend of Zelda nerds. And we decided to do a Legend of Zelda challenge, which either could go very poorly or very...
We call it a challenge. I think we just sort of made this up.
Yeah, we really just made this up. We're basically going to be asking each other questions about the Legend of Zelda series, and we just see how many...
We're going to quiz each other.
Yeah.
Because we each came up with 5 questions.
I was about to experiment.
Okay.
No, keep going. He's doing wonderfully. Keep going.
Because we each came up with 5 questions, and whoever gets more of them right is the superior Zelda nerd.
Oh, yeah, right. We both ask questions that we know.
See, no, Alan's scared. I'm like intimidating him. It's very possible I could do terribly, so...
Yeah. Okay, so we're just gonna get like straight to the point because 1, I want to get these questions over with, and 2, because there's a panel. We have a panel like 20 minutes to get to.
All right, you go first.
Okay, let's go with the first one. How did Miyamoto come up with the series? What was his inspiration?
Exploring in the backyard as a child.
Yes. He was exploring as a child, but he was exploring the woods and the caves in the back that was near his house.
But so
that is
half a point, or
I'm just gonna give you
okay, all right.
Because it's still okay. Miyamoto came up with the exploration and the adventuring. Basically, what we did as children, he basically turned that into a game.
Unless you were sheltered, in which case I'm so sorry.
Alright, I'm sorry. We can go have an adventure together. Just let me know. Tweet me, yo.
Okay, what common item do you get in Ocarina of Time that has the same hit power as the Master Sword?
I'm gonna go and say the bump.
That's false.
What is it?
It's the Deku Stick.
What?
That you get early in the game. Has the same hit power as the Master Sword. That's why all those speedrunners that like skip the entire game and go straight to Ganon, they get a Deku Stick and use it as a sword. So even if there are other items in the game that have the same hit power, it is definitely not a boss.
This is going to kill me. This is going to kill me. I'm suddenly regretting this. Okay, this one I really think you're gonna get, but I still like it. What are the Majora's Mask dungeons based around? What is their theme?
One is in the forest, one is in the ocean, one is in a snow-capped mountain, and the other is Stone Tower Temple.
Nope. Really? The theme of, yeah, what are the themes?
I don't know, what are you talking
The
about?
theme of the Majora's Mask dungeons. The themes of the dungeons, it revolves around the 5 stages of grief and depression.
Oh my god. This Majora's Mask conspiracy business again?
It is true! I will go down with it because everything makes sense!
Whatever. Alright, here's my easy one. What are the names of the 7 sages in Ocarina of Time?
Okay. Oh my god. Oh, there is Impa, there is Nibiru, there is King of the Gorons, Bruto, there is Link's friend, which is what? Sora? Yeah, Sora. There is Zelda, she's one of the sages. And then there is the Light Sage, begins with the R, it's Ryu!
Close enough. I mean, you already said Goron King without saying his name, so I'll give you that one.
I remember his name, it's Dorona, right? I pronounce things so badly.
Yeah, I pronounce them differently, so I'm just...
Which dragon does Link see first in Skyward Sword?
Do I have to name it? It's the one with the in the lake with the trees.
Name it. You can do it.
In the forest. No, I can't. I don't remember any of those names. I played through that game once. And they have like really complicated dragon names. I don't know the
It's
name.
okay. Is it what type of dragon is it? You can do it.
Water.
Yes, I'll give you that one.
Okay. Name all of the CDI Zelda games.
We don't talk about them. Those
but
aren't
they're
Zelda.
so infamous.
They're not Zelda games. I will not There is the Wand of Chameleon. There's Zelda's Adventure. Face of Evil. Why are we talking about the CDI? If I ever see a CDI, at one point I thought I was gonna burn it. Then the other point I was like, I could probably sell it for good money. So I'm gonna sell it for good money, but then scratch out.
You sell it to me, and then we'll burn it together.
Yes, I don't get money. Easy money.
Alright, so it's 2-2.
Okay, 2-2. What makes the game Link's Awakening different from the rest of the series? There are two.
Wow,
I'll give you
there's
two.
a few things.
There are two possible answers.
Every
for this.
Zelda game is a little different from the series in some way.
What makes this one absolutely different than the rest?
I mean, it was the only Zelda game that was on Game Boy.
No, you're right, but that wasn't the answer I was looking for.
Oh, so I'm right, but not you're right. Okay. Let's see, what else? I was thinking maybe it's the only one where Zelda is a reference or mentioned.
Zelda's not in the game.
I think there are a couple other games where she's not too, so.
Yeah, she's mentioned in the Oracle series, but I don't think she's actually present in them.
Okay, so she is mentioned, but she's not mentioned in Link's Awakening.
No, she's not.
So it's the only one where she's not mentioned.
No, that's not the answer.
God, I've given 2 answers to this already.
Do you give up?
I mean, I've already gotten this right technically. You're just refusing.
No, because it's not one of the 2 answers that I was looking for.
There's a giant egg at the top. I don't know. There's so many things, Alan, and you're looking for one of them.
I'm looking for 2 of them.
Oh my God! What? What are you looking for? I could be here for hours.
One of the answers is that it was all a dream. It was the entire Link's quest in Link's Awakening was a dream. And the second question is that it is the only game that was made on the side. It was made by just a handful of people. I think only like 5 people totally. But it was after they finished working on like the main Zelda title that they were working on, they would go and they would mess with Link's Awakening. That's why there's a shit ton of Nintendo characters in it, like the Bob-omb and everything. So really, Link's Awakening was not on the main storyboard until they were like, well, let's just mess around with it. So those are the 2 things I was looking for.
Does that mean I got it right or got it wrong?
You got it wrong.
Okay. That makes me feel less bad about the question I'm about to ask you.
Okay, go for it.
As far as current games that are released, current understanding, what is the current timeline of games from the beginning to the end of the failure timeline?
The failure timeline. Okay.
So the beginning to the end of that one.
So you got Skyward Sword, and then you got the Minish Cap, and then you have, I want to say it's the 4 Swords game up to that. Then it's Ocarina of Time. And then from Ocarina of Time, you split off into the failure timeline, where it goes to A Link to the Past, and then The Legend of Zelda, and then Legend of Zelda 2.
So, Skyward Sword, Minish Cap.
4 Swords.
4 Swords or 4 Swords Adventure?
4 Swords Adventure happens after Twilight Princess.
Okay.
And then Ocarina of Time, Link to the Past, Legend of Zelda, Legend of Zelda 2. Because Legend of Zelda and Legend of Zelda 2, Link's Adventure, are directly correspondent to each other. And I know Link to the Past happens right at the failure timeline because it talks about the War of the Sages. The sages that Link awakened in Ocarina of Time, defeated Ganondorf and sealed him away, but he came back and linked to the past. The only thing I am not sure about is what happens between the Minish Cap and Ocarina of Time.
I double checked because I knew in my head, but no, that's wrong.
Okay, what did I get wrong?
You were right up until Link to the Past. Everything before that.
What did I get wrong there?
After Link to the Past is Oracle Seasons and Oracle Pages, and then Link's Awakening.
Shit, oh yeah, because
And
they
then-
didn't happen in Twilight Princess because the...
And then 100 years later, A Link Between Worlds.
Oh, because I was only thinking about that. What's actually in Hyrule Historia. That's the only timeline I was
Well,
actually thinking.
Oracle and Link's Awakening is in Hyrule Historia. See, you got that one wrong.
Yeah. But I gave it a really good shot.
You did good.
It's because I've had to explain the timeline to so many of my friends. So they're like, I like Legend of Zelda. And I'm like...
You just wait.
And they're like, can you explain that to me one more time? I'm like, okay. I need to teach a class. Okay, you'll probably get this
question.
This will be the last question for me, so...
We're tied.
Yeah.
We have...
Isn't it 2-2?
two each.
So my last question
no
is...
pressure.
My last question to you is, what controversial feature did Ocarina of Time have in it when it was first released?
Controversial feature.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually,
What was
there were a
something-
lot of controversy about that game when it released. So one of them that was retconned out was blood from Ganondorf, red blood. They changed it to green inside guts or whatever in later releases. In the Fire Temple, it was either in the volcano or in the Fire Temple, they had an Islamic hymn.
That was the Fire Temple. The Fire Temple music was originally an Islamic hymn.
That offended a lot of people. And so that was pretty controversial. Was it one of those?
You had
I know there's another one. I'm not thinking of it right now though.
The other one is the Mirror Shield in the Spirit Temple. Not the Spirit Temple, the Sand Temple. Wait, is that the Spirit Temple? Yeah, it is. The Spirit Temple. Originally had, it also had Islamic.
The Islamic symbol? Yeah, all in that temple it was in there, I think.
They've gotten better of not pissing people off. Okay. So it's year 3, so this all rides right.
So if you get this right, we're equal.
Yeah.
If you don't, well.
I would still say we're equal.
Okay.
But good point, Sailor.
So my last one is Twilight Princess question.
I love Twilight Princess.
Okay.
I've played it about 6 times now.
Alright. What is the name of the researcher in Twilight Princess that helps you get to the city in the sky?
Is it Rao?
It could be, but it depends on if it's your final answer.
No, that doesn't seem right. I never liked him either.
So,
like seriously, when it came to the Sky Temple, like I loved getting all the pieces to the book for the Sky Temple. Like that was fun because you had to explore all of Hyrule.
yeah, it was like taking a break from dungeon to dungeon, and you got to explore.
But literally, what is his name? I know exactly who you're talking about.
When I first played through, I paid no attention to this character. And it's one of the later times I've played through in recent years, I was like privately streaming it to some Zelda Eternity people, and they were like, "This guy reminds me a lot of you, Elias." I'm like, what?
I'm gonna hit myself afterwards if I get this wrong and you tell me the answer. I'm totally gonna do that. Rao?
Is your final answer?
Yeah, just go for it. I don't care anymore. We're late to our panel!
Oh my god.
Good thing we're not actually in the panel because that'd be so bad.
That is not right.
No,
that is not correct.
Is it?
His name is Shad.
I always said Shade for some reason. He's throwing some shade.
I thought it was like sort of a French Chad. Shad.
He was my least favorite character out of the group of them. Because like, it really wasn't,
beat the game.
It wasn't him per se, it was the dungeon he was tied to, and I hated this guy. The boss was fun. But the Sky Dungeon,
so fun.
The Sky Dungeon itself, the Sky Temple, hated it.
And the item you get is good too, because you're just like, oh, it's another hook shot. But look what I can do now.
Nothing can stop me. But it's like table foot. When I first played that game, it took me almost like 3 days.
I get to the first room and I'm just like, how?
I don't
know.
Also, the Akuku, just they give me nightmares. That first time I played it, I was like, no. So I've never used the Akuku item. I get her because I don't mind like.
I think I maybe used it once or twice when I first got the game in 2006, but ever since then I'm like, no, go away.
I used it once just to see what it was like.
I think that's why I used it too. I was like, oh, that's what that does. All right, moving on.
Okay, so Elias won. Elias won by 1 point because of.
I'm just gonna chalk it up to 4 more years of knowing about Zelda than he does.
4 more years?
Because I'm older than you by 4 more years.
If any of you back at home think this is a challenge to like beat me, step down.
Do it.
Step down.
Make a video response, even though that's not a thing anymore. Like, make a video, link it to this man, and be like, I'm also better than you, even though we gave you the answers just now.
Step down. Don't hurt yourself. Step it down. Elias and I both work for a Zelda fan site. We know the crap we're talking about. So here's you. Shut it down.
My goodness.
Because I don't want any opposition against it. Yeah, but so we gotta go to, because we're at VidCon, we gotta go see a panel. What's the panel going to? Is it the network one?
Yeah, it's about MCNs and whether they're worth it or not.
I'm just really curious about it. So I'm Alan, that's Elias from the Elias Thompson Show. Click his face or look down below, there's links there. I'm also gonna be on his show for like a brief cameo, so you should go check that out.
You make a number of cameos.
I do make a number
assuming
of cameos.
Everything goes according to plan.
assuming. You know what, also check out Zelda Eternity. I'm gonna plug because you guys need to know that about me. I work for Zelda Eternity. I actually run their YouTube page.
Yes.
With him. And go check.
I kind of tell them what to do. It's great.
Well, they tell me what to do, but then I tell them that they're wrong, and then
I tell him why he's wrong. It's just a back and forth.
It's really a back and forth. But okay, there's tons of stuff coming.
And tons of stuff already there.
Okay, bye.
Oh, and wait, what?
Yeah, no one cares. Bye.